Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a monthly reading for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, I am going to just check in with you. I am using, this is the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian Wild. And such a beautifully illustrated black and white, but pops of color. It's just really gorgeous. So Aquarius, air sign Aquarius. As I shuffle these cards, just tune into your higher self. Tune into your spirit guides, your energetic loved ones, anyone that has passed on that you call out to. Ask for whatever it is that you believe to come and be over this reading. Tune into your intuition. You can just be silent as I'm shuffling and just meditating on the best intentions for this September overview reading that we're going to do. So I have meditated on the space, on the cards. I've asked for love, light, and truth to come through for you, Aquarius, the air sign Aquarius. And so we are looking at, this is just going to be an 8-card spread, looking at the month of September 2025. But this reading can be for you whenever you find it. So Aquarius, your energy is going to be the first card. You. Aquarius. What's the energy for Aquarius for September? What are we looking at for you? Let's see. Your energy is the moon. Awesome. Water energy. I'm going to come back and describe these, but I'm giving you the heads up. Your energy showing up as the moon. What is your finances? The next card is finances. What can we talk about for your finances? We have 6 of Cups. Okay. Feeling a little romantic about your money? Feeling a little nostalgic? What about your love life? What's going on in Aquarius love life? Oh, they're so sticky. Okay. Spirit of Wands. So that is the King of Wands. Whoa, you're feeling it this month, Aquarius. September is going to have you being va-va-voom. So 6 Spirit of Wands in your love life. Wowzas. You better eat your Wheaties in September, Aquarius. What's showing up in your family? 8 of Pentacles. All right. Good. Working hard in your family life this month, Aquarius. Maybe a little harder than you were expecting or that you're used to. What's going on in your health? Your health is the Fool. Okay. So you're willing to take some risks. You're willing to start from scratch. You're willing to do what you need to do to get yourself feeling good, looking good, sounding good. All of the goods, the Fool energy, major arcana for the sign of Aries. What is getting in your way? What is a challenge, Aquarius? What's getting in your way as a barrier? The 2 of Pentacles, finding balance. Is that a barrier for you? Is that getting in your way? That looks like what September has to say. What's your advice? Spirit of Swords, King of Swords, 2 kings. Your energy specifically right here. That's your advice. Your advice is to be yourself. I love that. That's so awesome. I love when we get these confirmations like this. It just tickles me. What is the future? The Sage. Oh, wow. Awesome. Well, the Sage is the Hierophant. So that is wise, wisdom. It's the Hierophant. I'll get back to this, but this is your future. You're being advised to give good advice. You're being advised to teach others how to do things. I love that. At the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Swords, which is your energy. It's air energy, Aquarius. So it is just letting you know that there are, and it's this lovely turtle, this sea turtle, this rainbow tinted sea turtle. Just reminding you, Aquarius, to sail away to smoother waters. Right now, the waters that you're currently in feel choppy, rough. Think of a turbulent ocean out in the middle of nature. Think of the rough, rocky, choppy, the wind is blowing. There's a lot of, I've never been at sea, to be honest with you, so I can't really speak to that, but I'm imagining what a rough, rocky sea would be like or feel like. And this is advising you as an overview for the month of September to put yourself mentally in the proper state of mind so that you rise above the bullcrap, so that you rise above people being immature, squabbling, discontent, whatever this might resonate for you as, rise above it, sail away to smoother waters. We'll come back to that very first card representing you, which is the moon energy. So the moon energy is here to say, oh, I love this, the silver wolf. This is water energy. They say moon represents Cancer and Pisces, but I do like to attribute the moon to the water signs in general because moon energy is water. The moon in the sky. Just think about the tides of the ocean. They're ruled by the moon. The cycles of the moon that we go through, when it's dark, when it's full, when it's new, everything in nature is ruled by the cycles of the moon. Even think about the medical profession or law enforcement. They'll tell you that when there is a full moon, there is craziness going on. There is people acting all kinds of psycho. And so the moon shows up as you because Aquarius, you're being a little bit mysterious in the month of September. You're being a little bit outside of the norm for you. Aquarius, you're a very mentally, you're in your mind a lot. You're an analytical, intelligent, intellectual person. But this month, you're being a little bit mysterious. The moon is mysterious. We have our emotions and the tides of the ocean. They're based on the cycles of the moon. Everything revolves around this 28-day cycle. Think of a woman's moon cycle, her menses. This is all based on the moon. It's the 28-day cycle. There's so much relevance for you. I think you're really tuning in. I think you're really tuning into nature. I think in the month of September, Aquarius, you're tuning into the cycles of life. I think you're being very much resonating with, you might not be playing all of your cards out on the table. I'm not saying that you're hiding things or that you're lying. That is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is I think you're being strategic. I think that you are making sure that what you reveal is intentionally done. Otherwise, I think that you're keeping things a little bit under wraps. Maybe it's not time to spill the beans. Maybe it's not time to share the truths. Maybe you are just you're being very strategic about the way that you're going about things. The moon energy is here to say there could be some secrets, there could be some mysteries, there could be some revelations to come out later, but now's not the time. In your finances, Six of Cups. This is all about, this is very romantic. It's so curious that this is showing up in your finances. I'm sitting here trying to wonder, how is this to be explained? This is a romantic, tender, soulmate, loving energy. It's taking a trip down memory lane. So how are you doing that in your finances? Are you remembering what things were like when you were little, when you were young, maybe when you first got started in your life? Are you doing similar things with your finances now? What's coming to mind is I remember being shown the envelope technique, learning about budgeting and having cash. So you get your paycheck cashed and you put in envelopes that are labeled rent, light bill, phone bill. Every envelope has a name, and the cash goes in the envelope. Whatever's left over is what you spend. So this is reminding me to say to you, Aquarius, maybe you're going back to old school methods of spending money or getting money. Maybe you're going back to the way that things used to be done when you were young. Maybe you're remembering being taught how to balance your checkbook or save or invest. You're going back to something from the old days. You're bringing something back to life that, hey, I've been doing things my own way my whole life, but right now it might be appropriate for me to bring into the current situation what I was taught from my grandparents or my parents or something old school is coming back in regard to your finances. In your love life, we do have that. This is the King of Wands. This is Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo, or you could just be feeling that this is, let me tell you what the Spirit of Wands is, King of Wands. This is va va voom. This is let's get it on. But Marvin Gaye song is coming to mind. This is uh, attractive, you're feeling attractive, your lover is looking attractive, whoever it is in your love life, you're feeling the vibes. There is a lot of attraction, charismatic. You're drawn to them, they're drawn to you. It is very, it's very sexual, it's very sensual, it is very much about I'm looking good for you, you're looking good for me. It's passionate, it's physical, absolutely physical. It's inspired. You're feeling like taking action towards whoever it is that you love, and they're feeling like taking action towards you. So this is just this is a lot of you guys better get a room at the Hilton. You guys better get your candles out. You better make sure that you're, if you're not intending to conceive, you might want to use protection. Use protection anyways if you're out not being in a committed relationship. I'm not judging. I'm giving all the different examples of what Spirit of Wands is showing up in your love life. Whoa, it is very spicy. It's making me want to go take a cold shower. So your love life has Spirit of Wands attached to it. That is exciting. And your family. What do you have in your family? What's going on in your family? Hard work. Something is really making you have to put in the effort. In your family situation, Aquarius, you're having to be the subject matter expert for some reason. Others are looking at you in the family relationship like this hardworking beaver, this one who they will not stop at anything to make sure everyone is happy. They're going to make sure that everyone has what they need, what they're desiring. Eight of Pentacles is burning the midnight oil, burning the candle at both ends. I don't care if I have to stay up till 2 a.m. every single night to make sure that our needs are met. Someone's working it seems like it's you, working very hard to make sure that everyone has what they need to feel secure, safe, protected, taken care of. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work and not being afraid of it, not being afraid to put it in, not being afraid to gather everybody together. Listen, if we want our family to be what we all want it to be, we all have to contribute. We all have to go in and put in our hard work and effort, but especially you. It seems like in the month of September, Aquarius, you specifically are putting in what really looks like and feels like over your fair share, going above and beyond to make sure that everyone's happy, contented, and taken care of. So just remember, in situations like this, let other people help you. Let other people participate. I think that it's very clear that you are dedicated, loyal, hardworking, but please don't be the only one with all those beautiful qualities. As far as your health is concerned, we have the Fool, and this is the fearlessness that is needed to start a new health related situation. If I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym to get my aerobics or get my cardiovascular or my weights, I'm going to go and I'm going to dedicate 1 hour of every day, every morning at 4 a.m. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that fool for that thing regarding my health. If this means I have to give up coffee, I'll do it. If this means I have to stop eating so many carbs, I'll do it. If I've been diagnosed with diabetes and I have to watch my sugars, I'm going to make sure that I watch my sugars. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to be fearless. Some consider the Fool a little bit reckless. Some consider the Fool as they're just diving in impulsively without really looking into all the subject matter. So this is showing up in your health situation. I'm getting a very positive vibe from this because I feel like you are willing to go in and do whatever needs done to make sure that your health is put on the front burner. You're not putting it on the back burner. You're making sure it's front and center. You're looking at it wide-eyed and wonder-tailed, and you're ready to jump in and do whatever it takes to make sure that your health is your priority. So I love this. And it seems like you're just making sure that you're not letting anything get in the way. It's this unicorn, and you know unicorns are rare. So good health. Look at your health. Look at your good health as if it was a rare, precious commodity, something mystical, magical, mysterious, and do what you need to do to obtain it, to attain it. Aquarius, I'm really getting for you. You have what it takes. So put in that energy, that effort. It's worth it. In your barrier, what's getting in your way? We have more earth energy, Two of Pentacles. What's getting in your way is balance. You feel a little bit constricted because if you dedicate all this time and effort and energy to your work, your family suffers. If you dedicate all this time, effort, energy to your family, your work suffers. So wherever there are two main categories in life, there's an imbalance. There's an unsteady state of the way that things should be. So it is very much getting in your way of a successful, healthy, happy life, because balance, for some reason, seems a little bit tricky right now. Aquarius, this might resonate for you. I'm not sure what two areas, but there could be more than two. It's just showing up as Two of Pentacles, which is really just advising me to share with you that there are two areas that are conflicting with one another. You want to have your friends and your social life, but you also need to have your job that pays all your bills. You want to make sure that you're dedicating all that hot, steamy, passionate energy to your love life, but you also need to dedicate time to your family. So there's just this very, what seems like a challenge in balancing it all, in having it all. You can have it all. You just have to figure out the ways that are going to work the best for you. So Two of Pentacles showing up as your barrier, your challenge. What is your spirit your advice is Spirit of Swords. So this is King of Swords. This is you, as I said earlier, being yourself, remembering to be yourself. You are standing up for what is right. You are speaking your truth. Remember that air, swords, air is not a very emotional feeling energy. It's very much about communication. It's very much about the thinking mind. So Spirit of Swords, the King of Swords, they're all about how we think. They're all about how we communicate. They're clear communicators. They speak their truth. They are non-emotional. So we're not getting sucked into the funnel cloud of emotions and people's feelings. We're being very level-headed. We're being very diplomatic. We wield our sword because we need to show people that we mean business by what we say. We stand for what is true. We stand for what is right. We make sure that we defend, we protect, we guide, we guard. We're looking out for the needs of other people, but we're doing that strategically. Think about these cats in nature, especially this black panther, prowling and observing, learning the habits and the tendencies of those that we're keeping an eye on so that we know when to pounce, we know when to strike, we know when to speak, and we know when to be quiet. We know when to share our truth, and we know when to hold that back. This could have a lot to do also with you coming up as the moon, because you're this wolf, you're stalking. And it's not stalking in a bad way. You're stalking as in the prize is here or the goal is here, and you're making sure that you're circling, you're watching, you're being very careful. I'm just getting that energy of being strategic. So King of Swords as your advice is Aquarius. Be yourself. Be your powerful, whole, healthy self. Speak your truth. Share your knowledge. Inform the group. Make sure that you're keeping everyone in the loop. Diplomacy, truthfulness, sharp, very sharp-witted, quick-witted. Your mental qualities in the month of September are going to be very heightened. And use that to your advantage. That's your advice. Your future orientation showing up as the Sage, which is the major arcana card number 5, major arcana for the sign of Taurus. Very wise, very wisdom oriented. This is someone who can be seen as a spiritual, religious type. Their knowledge that they share with the world comes from outside of them. So it's a spiritual teacher. It can be a priest, can be a yoga teacher, can be a guru, can be somebody that you know works in a counseling center. They've learned their knowledge and they share that with others. So as your future orientation, this is either two ways. You being the sage to your community or you seeking one out. So this might be the time, just like I had for a Spirit of Swords, that is an accountant or a counselor. Same here with the sage. Someone that is a high skill level, advanced, wise person, the sage. So Aquarius, either you're seeking one out or you're becoming one. So either way to look at that, very positive. As a future orientation, I think what it's really saying is check your facts, check your sources, be very careful who you're getting your advice from, but definitely get advice. It's highly recommended. So Aquarius, I'm going to give you an Intuitive Whispers Oracle card just to finish off this reading. I'm going to read from the deck so that I make sure to give you the true intended meaning of the card by the author, Maud Hurst. Let's see. So Intuitive Whispers Oracle cards. And we have Your Body is Like a Book, number 23. Very interesting. That is really bringing me back to the Fool energy in your health category. Your body is like a book. So if you learn it, let's see what it says. Like I said, let me just not mess it up. Let me make sure and give you what the intended meaning is. Oh. Your body is like a book. Your body is like a book that holds within it every experience you've ever had. In the same way that the mind filters your life experiences, your body holds on to every step and moment. There is deep inner wisdom within your body that needs to be unlocked to unleash your full potential. The story of your body starts to reveal itself through meditation. Become curious as to what is held beneath the conscious mind. It is within the silence that we slowly begin to read through the chapters of our story, an intelligence that cannot be understood by thinking but through feeling. The more we know the full picture of who we are, the more choice we have moving into the future. Sit with your eyes closed and observe the stillness, sounds, feelings, and subtleties of the moment. Take your awareness down to your feet and ask your body this question: what can my feet reveal to me? Feel into each area and listen to the story of your body as it unravels. So, Aquarius, I hope this reading helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that you feel blessed as you move into the month of September. And I hope that you are well. Go forward in peace. Namaste.